This is a tutorial on how to take fan fiction and turn it into a paperback book for your shelf. My hardcover tutorial goes over everything for typesetting, but the only thing you need to pay attention here is your gutter size. Gutter indicates the part of the page that will be running along the spine. It'll be one section of each side. For a larger paperback, you want more gutter because as you open it, it will allow you to read the pages more easily. I have changed how I collate my books. I now use Booklet Creator. This is a one-time charge, so it is a bit of an expense, but I think it does a much better job than JS Bookbinder. Print out your typeset and then either with a guillotine or scissors cut it in half. From here, you're just going to put it in the correct order for the pages. Once you have your text block assembled, measure the spine, the width, and the height. We're going to take that into Canva. Make sure you have your measurements on point and have your page set to the size of paper you're going to be using. Once you figure out whatever design you're looking for, we are going to be downloading it from Canva. I do pay for Canva subscription, so I am able to get the best settings in the PDF print. There are a lot of options when it comes to covering a paperback. There is a matte option or a clear option of adhesive laminate. These don't require an actual laminator, while a soft touch like this does require either a laminator or I have seen a mini press used for it as well. This is the matte material that I like to use. You're just making sure there's no air bubbles at this point. I come back later with this little scraper and that gets all of those imperfections out. This next part can be a little bit difficult if you have not measured properly. I am pretty confident in my measurements, so I will just use a ruler going from the edges. You can check your work using a backlight to see that you're centered on your spine. Following those markings, you're going to take your bone folder and score into that paper. This will allow you to fold the spine more easily. This is the glue you'll need for your paperback. It does not come with your thermal binding machine. It's very important that you start just a couple millimeters from the edge of your book because a lot of the glue will start to seep out. Again, at the other end, I'm just cutting it a couple millimeters from that edge so the glue does not seep out and you're covering the entirety of the spine. This is your thermal binding machine. It will need to warm up while you prepare your text block. It is very important that you get all of the pages down into where the glue actually is, otherwise you will be screwed. I take a piece of cardstock to protect my thermal binding machine from any glue that's going to seep out on the edges. Once you're ready, go ahead and push that text block real tight into that thermal binding machine. Right now, I am just pushing down on the actual text block to make sure that that glue gets into every little nook and cranny. I will run this for about 1.5 times to make sure everything is right, get that cardstock off of there, and then I'm going to push it down into my desk to make sure that that spine is very flat while it is cooling. I do recommend checking the pages, especially at the ends, to make sure everything is very secure. At this point, you have a paperback. You could stop right here if you wanted to and have a completely functional paperback that looks really cool. Me, I use my guillotine to make my edges nice and crispy. There you have it, a completed paperback that will look really cool on your shelf. I had so much fun making this tutorial for you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them below.